talking about my car accident from May 2019. I believe my boyfriend and I got our keys on the 22nd, and I had gotten off early while he was at work. I loaded up some things like the dog crate and food and moved it over, and he got off around 2, so we got the bed over there. Spent the night there after packing. I was in Tyler, came up Thursday and Friday, 23rd and 24th. My best friend, I got off work early Friday, went, picked her up, and she helped me start unpacking the stuff that were in boxes in the house. Around 10 o'clock, after we got a couple things set up, we ate, we fed Tyler, my cousin. It was like 9:40ish. I was taking him back on the main roads because it was dark and I didn't want to accidentally take the wrong turn in the middle of the night because he had to go on a plane early in the morning. So we were almost to his parents' house and we got hit. She had a solid green and so did I, but I'm going straight. She was going left. So it was 45 miles per hour through that area. I'm past the intersection just a little bit and we get hit. So I had kind of like a universal little bench seat with the center console moving so it could be a third seat. My cousin is a very big football player, my friend being very small. She was the passenger, I was the driver. The passenger had a fold down seat behind it and the suicide door to get on to that side was on the driver's side. We got hit, the car caved in onto the driver's side. So I'm driving, it all happened very fast. It was a dead silent car, I promise you. I gasped, smack, and my cousin unbuckled my seatbelt so I wouldn't get strangled because my head was like engulfed in an airbag. My friend got hit by the airbag. She had struggled to get her seatbelt off, so she had bruising from it. He opened her door because she couldn't. She fell out. He moved the seat and tried to open my side, which was completely broke and it would not open. Luckily there was a police officer right behind the driver of the other vehicle and he was able to respond very fast. I was very calm during the accident because my cousin is 16 and my best friend had like a week before she turned 19, but she was very shooken up because I couldn't get out, so I told her to call my boyfriend, and I know my cousin had my parents' number and he was on the phone with his, so I told him to call my parents, and my parents didn't show up till the ambulance did because my cousin's mom was trying to call them too, but my mom's deaf in her left ear, so she sleeps deaf ear up, and my dad was in the bathroom. My boyfriend says the drive is usually 20 minutes. It took him 3 to get there because he was not doing his legally citizen duty of driving. He told his stepmom and biological father, and so they told him to stop at their house, get some shoes, and they'll take him to the hospital. So that's what they did. They got to the accident because they lived very close to it, and they let Zach get out of the car. Zach came up to the ambulance while I was being pulled away, but before that, I was going in and out of consciousness, and I knew the firefighters showed up. got me back into consciousness, and the other firefighters were trying to pry the door open, and they couldn't. So the guy who was helping me stay awake got a blanket and was covering me up so that they could bust the glass and rip the door off, and took them what felt like a good couple minutes, but it probably wasn't. They asked me if I had any pain, and my legs hurt so bad, and I was like, I could only move my fingers because of adrenaline, and I was freaking out a little bit. Hi, Bubba. Are you gonna help me tell my story? And hey, get back in the frame. And they got the door off. I didn't have any shoes on because I didn't have my phone on me. I wasn't thinking, I believe. I was like, gonna go there, come straight back. 40 minutes top. If my boyfriend needed anything, he could call Brie because I'm driving. They had to throw the thing that was covering me on the ground. I had to step up, and I knew something was wrong with my right leg. I couldn't stand on it. I was screaming in pain, and they had the inflatable like neck stabilizer. They laid me down, put it on, told me not to move. The guy who was helping me stay conscious was in the ambulance with me, and I was asking, where's my mom? Where's my mom? Where's my mom? They told me that she was in the ambulance with me. So I was yelling for her. I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry. But there's this lady behind me. I believe she wasn't even a part of the accident. She just needed to be checked out or something, but she was like up here, right? Because I'm laying down, she was up here or something, whispering in Jesus' name repeatedly until we got to the hospital. And in my head, I so badly wanted to tell her to stop. I had to be cut out of my favorite jacket at the time. Like, this is my close second. A really good pair of pants and my best friend's swimsuit top. I had to be cut out of everything and cleaned up and checked out, and that's when my parents came in to talk to me while we were waiting for the x-ray machine to open up and all of that. And I was apologizing, and I said, Mom, I thought you were in an ambulance. She said, no, I was the last one to show up because Dev, you're up, and your cousin didn't actually call me. It was his mom, and his dad didn't really try to call, so, because Mom had it, so. But Mom said, unless I became a 4-foot tall redhead, that was not me. So I told them, I'm like, she was saying in Jesus' name so many times. I wanted to say in Jesus' name, shut up. And my dad was laughing. He didn't want to let anyone else in because I was in the hospital bed, and so they let Zach in. And he started crying, and I started crying, and I was apologizing to everyone, but it wasn't my fault. When they all took turns, it was his stepmom and biological dad came in next, and then my aunt and uncle, and back in, we did, it was at night, so it was like right when the shifts were changing, so I had 2 doctors, 6 or 7 nurses, and I had 2 x-ray ladies who each took 3 x-rays of my right leg. Really bad drawing, but say this is your knee up here. Your bone is the big thick line right there. There's a bone, which I broke, that connects at the top and bottom, but it stays straight. For the most part, that's called a fibula. You also have a tibula in your leg, so since it was my right leg, it was the right side, and it had completely snapped in 2. So they put me in a splint, and they had to make sure I was okay with everything else. They did a CAT scan, they did an MRI, I had 2 tongue piercings, but I had to take those out and one closed up during the MRI, so I no longer have them. I was in the hospital for 6 hours and they told me I was okay, so I fell asleep. I don't remember what quite happened during those 6 hours, but I do know that when I came home, I had everyone scared. My best friend and her family showed up because they were wanting her to get checked out. And she said she was fine. She was scraped up on her knees from falling out of the truck, and she had a little bruising from the seatbelt. My cousin only had 2 scratches because he was on like diagonal from me and we were hit on my side. We went off to California the next day. My best friend stayed with me while I had to stay out of work for like 2 weeks. I was in a splint for about a week, and then the 31st we went to his friend's for her birthday in Delight. When I was in the hospital, I had a UCI. I already knew I had one. And they gave me medicine for it, but it made me throw up, and the pain medicine that they gave me I was allergic to. So I was off pain medicines. I had ibuprofen in a cast for about a month, and in a boot for 3 weeks, and a splint for 1 week. I am very glad that I healed fast, but my bone, instead of like this, is like this. So, like, it's still curved in. Oh, but, and I am so grateful that no one else got hurt, and I'm so grateful for my loving boyfriend and my caring best friend. I'm thankful that I still have my job and that I'm back to full-time. I'm extremely happy that the other driver is okay. I thank God daily that I do not have any worse damage. I'm so thankful that I was able to get a car when I started working again. And I still have some leg pains, but I'm not gonna be back to normal right away, you know? It's gonna take a long time to be able to get used to it. Like, I'm used to limping already, but